I did not see anything. I was on a BBwarz Rumspringer.
You can't go on like 4 of those a year.
You know what? Yeah, you totally fucking can. The difference is you just got...
I forgot to shake it.
Hey, everybody. This
Is that on poo mode?
No, it's
Sorry.
not on Pubo. So there might be some robot clicks at the beginning, but we're just going to roll with this anyway.
Just chopped him right in the throat.
Chopped it right in the throat.
Right.
This is Ask Amped episode 56. 7. So I missed one. I wasn't here. You got Dom, Pizza Prince himself. Question and answer show where you ask your questions down below in the doobly-doo. And we answer them, honestly, much to the detriment of our personal and career lives.
You've said this line enough, you have it memorized, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. Because it's true. So yeah, I'm wearing a new hat. And let's do this, right? Wearing a new hat. Oh, stretch.
Oh, right off the damn bat.
It's been a great work day so far.
Arbiter Airsoft. Hey, Amp. Thanks for answering my last question. Do you know of any company that makes a quality Cobra-style red dot that mounts to an AK side rail? Second question. Have you seen any discrimination? I like this one. Any discrimination against people using GBBRs? At a few pickup games I've been to, I've had some kind of special treatment at chrono, like being asked to shoot about 10 times through the chrono instead of the usual 3 to 4. And at some bigger Milsim games, I get some condescending looks. So I was wondering if you've seen it too, or if it's just here. Thanks. Hashtag outraged by IUMP. A-U-M-P?
Aump.
Omp.
Ow.
Read more.
Start with the Cobra red dot. I'll throw that out there. No.
I have no idea.
No. You're gonna have to try to find a Chinese repro and
even
hope
then
you can get it in, or you have to find a real one.
Yeah, and even then it depends what body you have it on, because I've seen like Stu get real ones in, and they fit really odd to an LCT or an E&L body, so it's completely a shit show to the wind.
It's a complete shit show.
Yay, we're AK experts.
Now,
gas blowbacks,
yeah.
I've vaguely seen occasional discrimination against because of like cooldown and stuff, especially if someone's being an asshole in a CQB game and like they full auto or they're spamming really hard on somebody, but
with
like
CO2.
Yeah. I've never seen it as bad as like if you were to have an AEG, a gas blowback, and an HPA gun at chrono, who do you think's gonna get or have to shoot the most rounds through the thing, like stuff like that. Maybe it's just the field you go to. I don't know. What have you seen?
I can honestly say that working the chrono at MSW, I make gas blowbacks shoot a lot.
Just to make them waste ammo on BBs?
No. Because
ammo
we use an extra bag or two at BBs, so that way it doesn't take from their personal issue.
Oh yeah.
The reason is because typically gas blowbacks,
they can jump a lot.
They jump a lot, so you're trying to find the middle in their chronoing. And almost every gas blowback I've ever chronoed, because we have a minimum of 0.25 BBs, there's instant jewel creep.
Mm-hmm.
So when I chrono them, I'm looking for the equivalent FPS from a 400 BB to a 25 BB. And like universally, nearly all of the gas blowbacks I chrono hot.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Every single one of them. So first of all, I make them shoot like 10 times so I can get kind of an average about what it is, because they fluctuate so much.
Yeah.
And then 2, I do it just to confirm the fact that almost every single one of them is shooting like 50 FPS hot. And then I'm like, all right, are you going to run as a DMR? And they're like, and I'm like, well.
It's a 10-inch barrel.
And I was like, well, now's the time for you to figure that out, fam, because you are chroning about 50 FPS hot. And I'll even run them through multiple chronos, like multiple chronographs to see if there's a difference. And like, yeah, almost all the gas blowbacks I chrono hot. So there's a reason why.
Besides the chrono, the whole condescending thing on the field, I think people just like when you get got by somebody with a gas blowback, it's a little funnier, because like they only have like 40 rounds in the mag, and they had to like really plan that. So like when they get a kill, they're really excited about it. So like I think people get a little butt mad when somebody like spams them with a gas blowback, just because it's a little louder and kind of funnier. But
yeah. So
don't take it to heart. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you're reeing out, bro. Just fucking chill.
Okay. You're tearing the display down.
I'm reaching.
Yeah, we're all reaching.
Gun Love 3 64 Hey, Amp, first off, you guys are kings of dank BBwarz memes.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, enough kiss ass. Would you guys ever come to Florida to play? We seem to be the forgotten state of Airsoft. P.S. My primary is a Spikes ST15 by SOCOM, and I want to put a jack into it. Would it be better to keep the crane stock or get a slimmer one? I know with a slimmer stock, I run the risk of maybe pinching the wires, but the crane stock is just too bulky for me. Thanks, love y'all. I mean, run whatever stock you want.
I'll pinch your wires.
I literally wouldn't run whatever you want. Like, you know the limitations of different things. Like, just run what you want, man. I'm not gonna like tell you what you should or shouldn't run.
Mm-hmm.
Also, to be fair, you're not running a stock. You're using what stock should you
there
use?
It is.
So there's that too. Would we ever come to Florida to play? I don't know if there's a reason to come to Florida to play. Like, here's the
I don't know
thing.
why everybody in Florida wants us to come.
That's like a 17-hour drive, man. 18-hour drive.
Yeah.
Like, you better have something big important going on there for me to drive all the way out to Florida. It better be like swag. Like, it better be like the best BB gun game, because like that is way too far. That is like right at the edge of my ability to stand being in the car.
You just drove across the country.
Yeah, but I was also hanging out with Warren, and we were having a ball and making fun of all kinds of horrible stuff. A dude died in our hotel.
Oh no.
And we took bets on how he died.
Oh, there we go. Rafael Perez. Hey, what's up, broskies? It's been a while, so barrel question because fuck you, right?
Whee!
Well, on the serious side, I'm thinking of putting a different barrel in my VFC. Will you guys be able to cut it down to a specific size and crown it? Let me know and keep up the great work. Hope to play with you guys whenever I get to go to my first mil sim. So far, adult responsibilities are holding me back. Hashtag love my wife and kids. Hashtag
Lies.
lols, question mark. Adult responsibilities. Mil sim comes first, man.
Girls are stupid and they get in the way of your ability to play airsoft.
They just slow you down, man.
That's all they do.
We do not cut barrels. And
We used to.
We do not do that now.
Mainly because of volume. It's just hard to...
Yeah.
And then if we mess up the barrel, like...
Yeah, especially if like somebody sends us a PDI, like, whoops, our bad. Unless you have friends that have a very, very good machine shop or understanding of how to do that, just find one the appropriate length.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to do it, but like...
Honestly, like, buying another barrel
worth
is
it.
going to be about the same cost as having someone machine the current one, and then you have options.
Tanner Jurgensen. I've been seeing some things around Instagram about a Polar Star PTW that Polar Star is developing. Do you guys know, or can you release any info about it? Thanks for all the awesome stuff you guys do. Nope, don't know anything about it.
We know as much as you do.
I saw a picture once.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's an HPA-powered PTW.
I've known about it for a long time, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen much about it. I've known about it for like 2 years now, actually.
Yeah, somebody even, when all those announcements, like the F2 and everything came out, somebody was like, what about Project X? And I think Ben responded. He was like, well, it's sitting on a shelf until we have time. I was like, damn.
Do that first.
Yeah.
Like, do that
that
first.
first.
No one's going to take their PTW and turn it into an HPA gun. Like, maybe like 10 people will do it just because they're like, oh, this is kind of funny, I guess.
Because they have fuck you money laying
Yeah,
around.
like, no one's going to do that. Like, let's just be honest. No one's going to do it.
Dip Dip Potato Chip. Thoughts on the Gate Titan? I know it isn't out yet, / might be out by the time this question is answered because it's coming out soon, but thoughts on the premise. How do you think it may stack up against the Spectre? I think I'll get it regardless unless it's shockingly bad, but it's nice to hear other people's points of view. I haven't played with one yet.
I haven't played with one yet, but I know someone who does, and they have a non-disclosure agreement.
Yep.
So I can't tell you anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because anything he's told me, if I tell you, it'll get him in trouble.
Yep.
So, there you go. That's it.
But I mean,
Oops.
when they do come out, we should be able to get them in, hopefully. It'll probably be the usual scurry at 3 a.m. to get them covered, but either way, yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
It's cool that people are trying, and there's different things out there, so we will see.
I got Tanner Jurgensen again, huh? Any complete reviews on any of the newer drop-in systems coming soon? Probably. The problem is that every time we come out with a video, it bumps back our production schedule of all of the long-term videos that we have back a little bit. Mm-hmm. So, like, as things crop up,
well, that's the other thing is
it just bumps things back. I mean, you have to think that there's literally only 2 of us doing all this, and he does like 90% plus, almost pretty much 100% of all of the editing. So like, it's okay.
I thought you were gonna do gun to my head.
I mean, if you want,
I saw this coming in at the corner.
do you want it? Do you want it? So
night. You wanna go night?
Yeah, I'm fucking go night. But
I just watched Kevin Hart over the weekend. The other thing is that it's such a revolving door with the systems. We want to make sure that like
they come and go so fast.
they really do, because like Polar Star just announced the F2, so we're
what?
like,
yeah, they just had the F1.
That's what I mean,
It hasn't
so-
even been out for a year yet.
barely. So it's on the fence of like, should we even bother doing the F1 and wait for the F2 and see like if that's such a dramatically different system? Like Wolverine, they just had the Gen 2 Inferno, which I would assume that one's not going anywhere for a while.
At
so
least
we
a
may,
year.
yeah, we may
Yeah.
squeeze that one in. But then like little teeny bits here and there change. Like they just had a new trigger board come out. So there's the V2 Gen 3 trigger board, I believe.
For the Inferno?
Yeah.
Why not?
So like there's little things like that we have to make sure we consider. And then we also have to like talk to these companies like, hey, do we need like, is this coming out? Because like if we put a review out and then all of a sudden like 2 months later, the random like fixing part or different thing comes out, we're like, well, this video is
That's why we haven't talked about the Wraith.
Yeah.
That's why we haven't talked about. I mean, the only one we could safely. Well, we did a Jack review, didn't we?
Yeah, like when it first started coming out, I think.
TLDR, the Jack's really great. I love the Jack. It's really cheap and really
Cost,
great.
Like ratio, like
Cost to use ratio
and
is
everything,
very good. I really like the Jack. I think the Inferno Gen 2 TLDR is also really good.
Yeah.
I
need to run our shop one a little more.
Well, I need to have the parts to put it back together.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Because we stripped it apart for some things.
For more science, so hopefully we didn't break it.
So I think I have all the parts in my house.
I would honestly say if we don't fire, unless the Mancraft stuff shows up, because I believe we do have one on the way, a V2. We do have an S-Stick that we have to figure out how we're going to do with that. If those don't culminate beforehand, I would say look for a Bolt one, because we've had that for well over a year, and I think we could safely do a review of that for the most part, but we just have to, like he said, we got to find the right time to do a proper review of it and stuff and things.
Yep, that's it.
Probably going to answer that in 2 sentences, but...
TLDR stuff. There you go. That's
Jimmy
it.
Grant, will you ever run a British kit with a with an L85A2 or a L115A3? That's the M4. Yeah, that's the M4 version.
Obviously the M4.
Oh yeah.
L85. I don't like that. I don't like that.
See, the British kit's actually really cool. I just like the M4 of it. I thought that was an L19. Or is that one of the versions of it? L19, A3 or some shit.
I'm honestly not super sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's so close to NATO kit. Like, I know we do like the lazy impressions of stuff. I'm looking at other ones. The British kit's cool, but it's like kind of like a lot of their stuff's really similar, but then it's like really spurgy minor differences that like if you were to just use American kit, like re-impression isn't correct. So I'm like, I'm okay.
I'm okay with it.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't really care. It's not that I think it's bad or good. Yeah. It's just
and L85s are just too.
And
big.
I don't like L85s.
They're just. Gremlins.
I don't like real ones.
They're
I don't
gremlins.
Like BB gun ones. Benjamin Kiefer. Sup dudes, really fun playing against you guys at Gap. Thanks for all the fun memories of 3-man rear ambush attacks and 1 AM suicide rushes. Polish kits looked hot as fuck. War crimes and chill after Grozny, maybe. If you guys aren't worn out from all the bomb carrying and princes rescuing in order to give your BB lives meaning, seriously though, had a great time with y'all. We're excellent opponents. Keep on being awesome. So, yeah, we showed up to Caspian Gap, and I went to TKI with one of the guys who went to Caspian Gap with us as Polish, in Polish kit, Polish uniforms. We're going to start getting Polish kit and actually build this correctly here in a little while.
Hopefully.
Super hilarious fun. That's it. It was just a super good time. Had a good time.
Oh, look at that. Speaking of Polish, PB Pro 9988. You know,
Oh, hey. What up,
whose
Chris?
gun is that behind Matt's head in 56? Looks really sexy, Kurwa.
that would be.
I had his 416 on the wall.
That would be.
Reasoner's bent buffer tube one.
Whoops.
It was a good time. Yeah.
Whoops. We had a great time at Gap. Gap, I think, was the best I've ever seen both sides play.
Gap was just it was
In an airsoft game at a national level I have ever seen.
Specifically from like our platoon's perspective, it was always head to head. It was almost always like it was a wipe per wipe. It was always very clean. Yeah.
It was like everybody would die one side or the other. It would not be like anything in the middle.
It was. I had a blast at that game. So we'll see what else they got up their
sportsmanship wise and
sleeves.
everything like that, Gap I think was the best game I've ever been to.
Yeah, the worst thing that happened was like grass fires.
TKI was a little bit not as good, but
that's your work you're talking about.
No, that's the players that I'm talking about. Some people are just poopy people. Like,
got them.
That's just what it is. Lego Man 07219er. Hey guys, is it weird to really, really hate dump pouches? I haven't found one yet that holds the stuff in and it bounces and really bugs me. Anyone else? Just put their empty mags back in their regular pouches. I mean, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I personally prefer a douchebag so that I can do it quick.
Yeah.
And then I reconsolidate things when I have a moment.
Honestly, like mine gets used more as like random like
stove,
I throw my trash in there.
Radio.
Just random crap I pick up on the field. Like mags are only like half the stuff that goes in there.
Yeah, like
it's good to have. That's kind of like why I like my roly-poly for the longest time. The Maxpedition, like if you weren't using it, it rolls up to like that big and it just stows away.
Too bad Maxpedition stuff isn't very good now.
That's like one of the oldest pieces of stuff I have, and it still works just
That's what
fine.
I'm saying.
It's
The new stuff isn't anywhere near as good as the old stuff.
Brandon Wilson. People who complain about guns shooting too hot usually just suck at airsoft. People get upset when they pay money and get burned.
Yeah, no, that's the thing is that
He's just singing your praises.
Everybody who plays airsoft, especially people who go to national events, they pay to have what they feel is a winning experience to them. They pay because they want to have that high on that ego boost. They want to always win. They want to be the best. And when they pay all this money, but they come unprepared and then they don't do well, that really, 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 really burns people really bad. And then they get really mopey.
Or when they do sort of do well, but other people do better.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter if they actually do well. Some people just do better. And then they, they get super butt angry about it. And, it happens at every NatOp I've been to. Save for Gap. Gap was, the first one I'd ever seen, where everybody was just like,
that's very
dude, I think what happened was because it ended literally in a draw.
It ended...
everyone was running towards each other this. And they were like, oh, it's done.
Yeah, they called it mid people actually falling over dying kind of thing. So
they were just like, oh, it's over.
Everybody was still standing around was that a fake one? Are we going again?
Are we gonna go again? Everyone's like, take your mags out. And
damn it.
I guess it's over. Whatever.
I weren't there.
Yeah. Trevor SS. Hey guys, love the show. Do you guys have any experience with the GMP VN Scarface M16? Looking to pick one up for a 1990s airborne impression. Thanks in advance. Well, it's a GMP, so it's a very standard gearbox with very standard GMP parts that have
gas blowback or no?
No, I don't think it's a gas. No, that's not a gas blowback. No, that's not a gas. Okay. It's the GMP M16, probably A2 or A3, that has the 203 metal heat shield with the 203 that comes with it. Basically, they haven't changed their internal sets in 10 years plus now. So it's very, very standard. That doesn't mean it's bad. That just means that it's just not...
Yeah.
It's not it's not groundbreaking or anything. So it's going to be a really solid gun. It's going to perform pretty okay, and it's going to shoot pretty okay. It's not going to be the best. It's not going to be the worst. The big thing that you pay for with GMP is that people like their externals a lot.
Externals are solid, yeah.
So you're buying really nice externals, basically.
Yeah.
It's a little quirky. They have clockwise flash hiders, which can be a little annoying to people. Yeah. But overall, you're basically paying for nice externals. So if that's what you want, and you really want that look of a gun, then yeah, man, go for it. It's a good. I had a GMP for a long time.
Yeah, especially if you're doing an impression sort of thing. Perfecto. Immortal Fury. I was about to say furry. Crytek Trident Mark II review /overview. Question mark. Not much has changed from the old ones. So on the one hand, it's not really needed review, but on the other hand, it would be quick and easy to make, and I'm sure people will be interested in it. Oh, okay. He's just telling us what to do.
Yes, boss.
Give me money.
Yeah, pay me first.
Pay me.
I got groceries I gotta buy, fam.
Yeah, boy. We might sneak one in at some point once more. I think we're waiting on a couple of variants to come in still, but whatever.
Sam Delay. Hey again, guys. I was just wondering if you'll be carrying the Crytek Vector when it's released. I know it's supposed to come out very soon. Any idea on the ATA? Sure, we'll carry it when it's released. When it's coming out, I don't know, because it's been coming out for 2 years.
Yeah, we were expecting it like last year, I think, at one point.
And they also have never released their SR47s, which they said they were going to release, but they never did. So we don't have those either. So like, I'm just waiting on them. I'm not gonna pretend to know what they're doing because they change it all the time.
Jim Busher, what's that light on the M4 on the left hand of the screen? Thanks, Prinny replies. It is now on the right of the screen. It's Meow's gun. It's the primary arms weapon light.
Yep.
It's a big ass flashlight, but it does its job.
Ultra big ass flashlight.
Yeah. Yeah, we have them flat dark earth and black. They come with a rail already on it, and you just have to buy a pressure pad.
You have to buy the pressure pad separate.
Yeah, they're nice. They got a nice hot spot. I think they're like 450 or 500 lumens.
It's like 400 lumens.
Yeah.
Jeremy Tibbles. Caspian was lit. I parked next to you guys in that sketchy as fuck Ramada and Perry. The hotel was full of hookers. Love you dudes. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
The hashtag one of the last week a dude asked is like, if you could if your sexuality had to identify as a cheese, what would it be?
Gouda sexuality.
I was Gouda. Of course, Dom was like Parmesan. What would you be? Or he was mozzarella. Yeah.
I was gonna say I really like mozzarella or provolone, man.
You Italians, I was gonna stick like 2 cheeses, man.
Hey man, because them 2 cheeses is fucking bomb. Okay. Think of one pizza that tastes better if you put cheddar on it.
What about some white cheddar, man?
White cheddar tastes like poop on pizza.
I'm the Mexican mix of the
only
Kraft
pizza
bag.
that tastes okay with cheddar cheese on it is barbecue chicken pizza. That's it. Truth.
With pineapple.
Ugh, pineapple. What are you, some kind of heretic? I'm gonna fucking burn everyone who likes pineapple on their pizza.
But yeah, that hotel was, if that's the one I'm thinking of, was rather funny sketch. We didn't get into like 3.
Oops.
Dom was really grumpy about being there.
Aw, poor Dom.
I mean, seriously, after we paid and got in, he was like, dude, I'll pay to go next door. I was like, it was $50 for the night.
It's like quit being a turd. Just fucking relax.
We're going to be sleeping on concrete or out in the woods the next 2 nights, so just enjoy.
Yeah.
Iron Horse. Amped to stay best. Okay, question time when it comes to events like MSW. What are some pointers about packing for the event, such as loadout, plate carrier, chest rig, your rucksack? How do you pack your tanks after you set up camp? Blah, blah, blah. Myself and Tactical Mermaid are wanting to attend, but with like an idea of what to expect. As always, keep up the great work.
Watch our loadout videos.
Yeah, watch all the stuff. Every last 10 Ask Amps have
some form
spools of MSW information on.
Watch our how to wear our backpack and chest rig and stuff videos.
Common sense and friends go a long way.
Like, yeah, definitely watch like the kit videos for sure. Ask Amps.
We'll probably have newer ones coming out, like updated ones too, because I
already have a whole brand new kit.
Yeah.
Oops.
And I still have to get part 2 out. Whoops.
Oops. What AEG M4 would you lot recommend, which shoots at an absolute maximum of 350 FPS and comes in under 175? Much support. And I really appreciate great vids from you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. It's a combat machine. That's it. That's literally it.
You've limited yourself.
That's the only gun I would recommend in that price range as a combat machine. I wouldn't recommend any of the other guns that come in under that price point unless you're looking at a Cyma AK. But which aren't too bad. Yeah. But the problem is you said M4. So
damn.
G&G combat machine. There you go. That's it. You're done.
Christ, my accessories cost more than that gun.
Yeah, I was going to say, just like the optic on my fucking gun costs more than that entire gun.
Oh, razzles. Chubby for you.
Privilege.
What do I have to do to get on the Amped Airsoft PR team? Well, we don't have one.
We don't have a PR team. Our PR team is Matt and I.
We're it. Have fun. We'll just ridicule you.
Yeah, if you can take copious amounts of ridicule without crying, you might not still get a job.
You may have to do it. You randomly may just, if you were to even show up, he may just make you do a lot of push-ups out of nowhere. So, work on upper body strength and endurance.
I made Nick Noble puke.
Yeah.
Stay down, fam.
Look
me in the eyes.
I need you to smoke me. Why?
Why? Okay, well, let's do it. I'll get down with you.
We
look me in the eyes. Don't look away from me.
We try to run everything as smooth and lean as possible.
Smooth and lean. Good word. Pro word.
I think I just randomly
I have such good woods. I have great woods. My woods are incredible.
Random bad plug though. If you are in the area, we are looking for sales staff people for the walk-in store.
Yeah, I may work the walk-in store.
Yeah, shoot sales at Amped Airsoft or the Facebook and message. We can get you hooked up.
Okay.
Reset.
All right. Dave Sobani. Hey guys, keep up the great work. Now for my 2-question smiley face. First, can you recommend an empty, quote, chest rig, as I want to mod one with G36 pouches for 24-hour setup so I can also wear a backpack and not be so sad puppy. Smiley face.
Sad panda.
Period. There was a lot of places in that sentence that could have really benefited from some commas.
But he's using colons correctly.
He's using colons kinda correctly, but
yeah, never mind.
There's a lot of commas that are missing. Second, have you ever, playing a game across the pond in the old country? Well, see, the thing is now that we are all native-born Americans here, we don't have any off-the-boat people. So really, this is our old country because we were born here. So there's that. And
as of yesterday, it's probably going to be the very old country. Whoops.
Build the wall! Build the wall!
Stop it. Stop it. You turd. I mean, there's...
So can you have to recommend an empty chest rig? I'll just get any Molly chest rig. I don't know. There's a million of them. Every company makes at least one Molly chest rig.
I think Robbie has he had the pig. It was just the panel. That was it.
No, he had the LBT one.
Was it the LBT?
Yeah, and he hated it because they misstitched it and then they wouldn't take it back.
Aw. Because he's an airsofter.
Because he's an airsofter. And I've ever thought about playing... Okay, well, okay. First of all, I'm not carrying any stuff with me across the water because, I could lose it or have it get stolen, and most of it's ITAR, and...
Yeah, so it'd be fun bringing it back.
So no, I wouldn't do that. So, first step would be whoever's over there is going to have a lot of stuff in my size.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of cool fuels and stuff. A lot of the videos I see from events and stuff are really cool, and they don't seem to be too uppity on FPS and pyro laws.
I mean,
and stuff,
my
so
thing
is
everybody always asks us if we'll go play at X
or Y,
and I'm like, I don't think you understand how not made of money I am.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't have the cash to just go, oh, time to go fly somewhere. I don't have to do that. I just don't.
We are not, by definition, sponsored players.
We are not paid by companies. Well, I'm paid by Milson West to go to their events and fly to them, but that's it. That's it. That's all that's going on.
Eli Kent, you're amped. Are there any groups out there, particularly in California, so we already probably won't know, who do 02 to 05-ish grunt kits, DCU, M81 OTVs, PASGATs, A2s, etc.? Thanks.
Google.
Yeah. I can't think of anybody doing that specific of a one. I mean, the closest West Coast I can even think that would do accurate impressions on stuff would be Russian dudes that do NATO kits off to the side kind of thing. But even then, that's usually not officially sanctioned, and that's usually the boo, you can't sit with us kind of club. So,
to quote Caspian Cat, boo that man!
Oh.
Boo that man!
You're 0 out of 3, buddy. Sit down. I mean, that's cool that you are aspiring to that kit. That's definitely a cool one to run. I know there's random people here and there that run it, but no official groups
Caleb Christensen, have you guys ever considered a pleb to pro in all things day noodles? Things to look for, things to avoid, what price is a good minimum, etc.? No, not really, no, because price point and all of that stuff is so subjective to people. And so is quality versus value versus their price. Like,
yeah,
it's really not worth, like, doing something that subjective and that large of a scope. And on top of that, we really don't carry any of those products, so it's like, why would we...
It's a thing that's, it's not to make it sound shitty, but it wouldn't benefit us to necessarily do that. Like, yeah, we do love doing informative videos, but, like, we would need to attain so much more stuff to actually show you what we mean. So we need, like, different types of them. Even if it's, like, renting stuff, it's still expensive.
And to be fair, fam,
I mean, besides
your
military,
average airsofter would not benefit for that. The point of the pleb to pro is just to do, to catch people who have common mistakes or common problems or stuff like that. So if we were to do something like that, and it would be outside of people's normal range, like, what would benefit would the average player get out of that as well?
I mean, maybe if...
Like,
in the next 5 years, PVS 14s drop drastically in price, and they start to become a norm. Like, you could, but
like how to wear your helmet,
yeah,
or how to wear your chest rig. That's one that any airsoft player can relate to and figure out and be good with. How to use your $3,000 NVG setup is not something that our average dude can relate to, and will help him.
That's what I mean. Is it's such a pay-to-play thing that, like, some people don't like being told what to do with
their expensive
stuff like that. Like, generally, if you're, like, the setup, like, you'd want to do, like, if you're a right-handed shooter and you have, like, an IR laser in your weapon, you run a single tube on your left eye, like, there'll be people, well, I like running on my right eye, and then I can, like, shoot all different and stuff. I'm like, it's
whatever. It's
like, if that works for you, go for it, but, like...
I don't got time. I don't got time to care.
Yeah, it's such a subjective thing with certain aspects of it that it's just... Not that it's not worth our time, but we'd have to... Long story short, nods would need to be much more affordable for it to be a widespread piece of information that everybody could take something from.
Yeah, that we could dole out.
Mixed Airsoft. Just got my Polar Star F1 into my Crytac, but I set the Redline reg up and it started to leak. Just got it brand new off our website. I feel like it was my fault somehow, though. I haven't touched anything, though, other than putting it on the tank. Anyone know what might be happening?
A fitting might just be loose, and you might need to tighten it. You might need some new thread tape.
You really have a couple options. So you can either, since you just got it, should be full warranty unless you bought it like months ago and are just now playing with it.
Email us.
Email or call us. You can return it or we can guide you through it, but we can do half of that part now. Water test it.
With soapy water.
Get a little bit of soapy water. Unless it's like blatantly obvious when you put it on and it's like just blowing air out of like a certain area. If it's a small leak, get a little bit of soapy water. Test like the gauge, fittings and stuff, see where it's coming from. If it's like a fitting with tape on it, tighten it down a little bit or take it out, clean it, thread tape it, put it back in. Like generally it's little things like that. The regulator itself it's very, very rare that internals or things like that mess up on those.
Unless it's like an O-ring.
Unless it's like an O-ring after a while. Also make sure when you put it on your tank you didn't cross thread it. Or put it on at an angle because that'll screw everything. Make sure your tank has most tanks have 2 O-rings, right?
Yeah.
For the most part, especially like Ninja tanks, make sure your O-rings on the tank are there or not beat up.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, like I can't figure out what's going on because I just read your words on a piece of paper.
I don't have it in front of me. I can't look at it.
Yeah.
Also, stop sending us videos of your things that are messed up, that are all blurry because you use your cell phone and you don't know how to focus it. Like, stop doing that too. Some of you are guilty of that and you know it. And then they're like, what's wrong with my stuff? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't even know what rig that is. You took a picture of the floor.
Yeah, it's like, it's all blurry, like shaky, like, what's wrong with my stuff? And I'm like, dude, I
don't know.
I don't even care anymore. I orbit. What do you guys think about gas blowbacks at MSW? I mean, you can run them. I've seen people run them and be effective. I've seen people run them and not be effective. It really just depends on you, your level of proficiency with it. and how good of a piece of equipment it is, because some gas blowback rifles are not made the same as other ones.
Yeah, most people I've seen that run them switch to this, like the CO2 mags just for
GHK ones, yeah.
Because waking up at 4 a.m. when the Russians are attacking your like PB and your gun's been sitting outside and it's freezing cold, that's not muy bueno for gas blowbacks. So it is what it is.
Being Dezifted 40. Do you think airsoft will ever be legalized in Australia? I don't live in Australia, dude, so, like, that's not a question I can answer.
I think somebody responded. They were like, I can answer this.
No. If you want my honest opinion, no. I don't think it will ever happen.
Once that stuff goes away.
Once you give up your rights to something, that never comes back. There's only one time that's ever coming back, and that is with alcohol prohibition in America.
True.
That's the only time I can think of in America's history that a right that was taken away, not even a right, but a privilege, because alcohol isn't a right.
Yeah.
A privilege was taken away and then granted again.
Mm-hmm.
By taken away with a constitutional amendment, and then a constitutional amendment to cancel the previous constitutional amendment.
Damn. James Myers. That's a weird way to spell James.
Jaimez.
Jaimz. Can you do a review of the Crytek LVOA? I bought one from you in January and love it, but can find very many reviews and how to upgrade it, ? If you couldn't tell, there weren't any grammar marks on that one.
Well, I mean, if you bought it in January and you've been using it and you love it, then why do you care what I have to say about it? Like, what is this?
I mean,
what does it matter? Like,
to be fair, we possibly may still do a Crytek review because we did some weird shit with ours and beat it up, kind of. But, like, it's kind of funny when dudes ask us, like, I bought this thing 6 months ago. Can you do a review on it? I'm like, you have it. You've probably used it more than we have.
Why don't you do a video? You have a YouTube account. Why don't you do a video review of it?
You do a video and send it to us. And
then we'll disagree with you.
Or at least critique you in a mean way.
Yeah, like, why? Like, if you've had it for almost a year, like, the fuck do you care for shit about what I got to say about it? Like,
yeah, for reals, cuz.
Like, I don't understand that at all. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. No, I'm stuck on this for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Like, it doesn't make any... Guys.
Keep going.
Guys. Look at me. Right here. If you've had it for a year and you like it, then just like it. You don't need validation of my opinion.
They do, though. You're the Anthony.
Every time I hear that, it makes me want to start a shotgun. Like, so, yeah, you don't need, if you like something, just like it.
Nah, it's too easy.
Right? If you like something, if you love something, just love it. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Drink Pepsi. I mean, whatever, man. Just...
Are you sponsored?
Ching! Like, who cares? Who cares? Oh, jeez.
Trash bin.
Magic Toaster. Hey, first off, I'd like to say, all hail Matt, our new Dark Overlord. May his reign last forever.
You pissed my mom off with that photo.
So I've got the Adapt Pack and was trying to think of ways to keep my two 9045 tanks secure and snug in it without having to rely on the extra gear in the pack to stop them from sloshing around. Any tips on accomplishing this, or should I just get some tank pouches inside Matt's new Apostle, the Magic Toaster? Dark Apostle. You forgot dark in there. That's the adjective to describe you.
I'm just gonna be quiet for a minute.
You could just go get some elastic and just stitch some Velcro on it, and then just wrap them up so that they stay tight together like that.
Do you say he's just carrying two, or they're on the dual rig?
I don't know. It doesn't say really. Excuse me. My thing is where you go and where you need to carry two tanks on your person.
2 90s, holy shit.
That's a lot of air.
I mean, you must have a support gun. There he's running like the widest wide bore. I mean, generally, like there's
a 38.3.
What?
It's 38 millimeter, 38 centimeter wide barrel.
Oh, I was like,
like this. It's like this one.
Flood it.
Done. Next tank. Done.
It's a single shot.
It's a musket.
Like whenever, even if I run a single take in my backpack, whatever gear I'm carrying, I just stuff around it. Like that's the thing with the adapt pack is there isn't really a lot of mounting options on the inside, so you kind of just have to like stuff some shirts or a jacket or stuff around it.
Airsoft is the epitome of first world problems. Like we're not starving to death. We're not dying in like some like third world country war zone. Like that's not a problem to me.
I know. I'm just like, oh, just let it bounce.
Just stuff some shit in there. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you?
That's literally like...
what do you want me to tell you?
Do you want us to send you some sound foam to make your back not hurt?
What do you want me to tell you? I don't
He's so done with today.
I'm just tired, man. Did a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
I was up from Friday at 7 in the morning until Sunday at about 5 in the morning without 1 hour of sleep. I'm still recouping.
Chose that life.
I'm still recouping from the plane jet flight that I had to go on that was super long.
I'm going on my vehicular car ride.
I'm going on my vehicle car.
Encore plays. There was a bit of being that person at a local indoor field. Last week, somebody had another question about like being that person at games, like the overshooter, Mr. Asshole, whatever kind of thing. I think that was Dom.
Everybody does that, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everybody is that guy. Here's the thing, if you don't think you're that guy, you really are that guy. Everybody thinks it, they're just not telling you.
It's the whole thing, like, in your group of friends, is there that one person everybody makes fun of? Because if not, you're that person.
Yep. Everybody hates Tina. But everybody won't not invite Tina out because they need someone to make fun of to make themselves feel better. Sucks, Tina.
There was a bit of being that person at a local indoor field, and my teammate said that he was going to fill a Thunderbee with glitter and throw it at the people who were being that person. I mean, there you go. Solve your problems.
It's a very adult...
Be the change you want to see.
That's a very adult way to do that. I say that we glitter bomb and cover people in all kinds of stupid things.
Coming from us that carry dick glitter around. I do.
I may or may not have been putting little porn leaflets on fucking dead dudes.
Come on, Dad.
Also, when I was searching them, I was going full cavity, like
that's not a cavity.
All up in there. Okay, I can get in there too if you want.
Ooh.
So, like, just making it weird. That's what we do.
Grab a question.
It's only a sexual crime if they're unwilling or underage. Don't do that to if they're underage either.
Good God. Good God.
Tipman 3174. So we see.
I wonder if that's his.
I see where your loyalties lie. Hey Amped, I was wondering where I should look up to be up to date on upcoming Milsim events from MSW, American Milsim, etc. Follow their Facebook feeds.
Look at their websites.
Yeah, that's about it, man.
Oh my God, everything is given to you.
Airsoft C3, I guess, if you want to be like lazy and go to one place. I know they got a lot of that stuff on there.
They're gonna charge us for mentioning their name.
Apparently, he's a super nice guy. I've never met him.
I
haven't met him. Josh was saying he's a super nice guy.
Oh, really, fam?
Yep, TBH fam. That was what Josh was saying. So I've never met the guy who runs Airsoft C3. I've met a lot of his ambassadors, and to be fair, they're Airsoft people, which means they're always a little weird.
Go away. Hosehead251.
A little weird.
Hey, duders, how can I get my jack into a 416C since it has not stock or buffer tube and I don't want wires and shit hanging around?
Bufar tube.
Hashtag new to HPA.
Well, there's two really easy solutions to this.
You wire shit to the front in the PEC box?
Yeah, you can wire shit to the front in a PEC box or the PTS vert grip that has all the space in it.
Plenty for a mini lipo and an FCU.
Or
you can cut a hole in it. But...
Or you could stuff it into the pistol grip, which is what a lot of guys do.
Yeah, most guys will just take the base plate out of it and then put your stuff in there and just put it in with like one screw just to keep it, or fucking put tape over it if you want easy access. Shit.
Yeah, not that big of a deal.
Yeah, everybody that we've had the 416Cs that generally do the pistol grip just because it's rear wired already and you just boop everything out the back.
Yeah.
But
or you could get a regular 416C. Oh, I think you can take the 416C rear end off and
but he wants that
and put a buffer tube on it and then run a normal
CQB
stop.
corner cutting abilities of a fucking 10-inch barrel, if that.
It's a 7.
C.
Yeah, that's why it's called the C. Exactly. C, senor.
Okay. Well, this is kind of a pick-me-up episode. We're obviously drained for some reason already.
I'm
the
super
time
tired.
change fucked us up. We were up until like fucking 3 watching the results last night, so that's fun.
Ah, the apocalypse is coming.
So this is how democracy died.
This is how democracy dies. Hey man, he spoke to the right demographic to get him elected. People can get butt mad about that all they want, but
Let's not make this political.
He was a businessman. He did businessman things. Bye, Matt.
Completely just ignored the
He
shit out of
totally
you.
just ignored the shit out of me.
Yep.
But yeah, what else we got to talk about?
We got
the new
Odins are back in stock.
Odins are back in stock.
Hot damn.
We got these duders right here. These are the EPS enhanced polymer stocks from the Professional
PTS
Training Syndicate.
Bros.
Professional Training Simulation, PTSsyndicate.com. Battery stocks.
You gonna read the entire box?
Maybe. It's got a thing where you open it. And then
It's Anthony proof, so
you
you won't
can
steal
put
your batteries.
You can put batteries in there. I mean, it kind of looks like a Magpul stock, kind of, but it doesn't enough to avoid trademark. And it kind of looks like a Crytek stock, but not
To avoid trademark?
to avoid trademarks. And it's got some QD sling swivel stuff and like a regular sling loop right here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a crane stock, but not.
But not. Yeah.
I don't dislike it. It's made of nice high-impact polymer, the same type of stuff that like Magpul furniture and all the other PTS stuff is made out of. So it's not.
It's in the name.
It's not. It's not bad. I don't dislike it. Rubber butt pad's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if
So,
you're into it.
yeah, look for. Finally, since Anthony finally came back to us from BBwarz Rumspringer,
I'm so sorry.
we got a lot more videos planned for you bros. So
Well,
keep your eyes peeled on that. I just got the receiver up there.
Yeah, we got the receiver for those of you who don't watch our live shows because we haven't talked about it on YouTube.
No, I mentioned it last week, I think, or the previous week.
I designed these here amped airsoft receivers. They are numbered, so each one of them has a unique serial number, and they have both the logos on it. This side, there's a distressed version, and on this side's the clean wheel. And then it says amped custom assembled in Pittsburgh, so people who get custom gun builds, that'll be true.
Yeah.
But these are VFC spec bodies, so made by VFC in the Taiwan region of the world.
Yeah.
Nice. Very, very nice. They're VFC, like some of the best high-end externals you can buy.
Yeah, look for a more detailed video on that, kind of an explanation for some stuff for it too. But other than that, we're gearing up for holiday stuff, so probably won't be hitting any games up anytime soon that I'm aware of.
Yeah, probably not.
Plus, it's gonna be cold, and I like being.
We'll be at Revelations.
Yeah,
That's gonna be about it.
Revelations at Battlehack, especially because it's number 7, and that's the last official Rev.
Well, okay, because people don't understand the naming convention behind it.
Yeah, I know.
So, like,
I know.
there's 7 trumpets in the apocalypse. This is the 7th trumpet, so this is according to the book of Revelations, which is what the game is based off of, loosely. This would be the final call before the end times.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be a good time, but other than that, yeah. Do your sign off thingy-mabob.
So, anyways, this has been episode 50-something, 7th.
7.
Seven.
Just said the number 7 like 6 times.
7th. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions, ask them down below in the doobly-doo. And then that's about it, right? Question and answer show. We answered honestly. Check us all out. Hey, subscribe if you're not. Ask questions if you need anything. Deuces.
Yep. See you guys in 2 weeks-ish. Oh, for
this one. Yeah.
I'm going to leave now.
Bye.
Just goes and stands in front of the camera. Yep. Don't break that. Don't break that. Don't.
Bye.
Good God, man. Breaking everything.